All right, thanks for joining Pilates Yoga today. Speaking of coughing, let's start by setting our posture, feet under hips, lift up through the legs, lift the rib cage up off the waist, roll the shoulder blades down the back, palms to the front of the room, lift the top of the head up to the ceiling, and then close your eyes, lift your chin until you feel the back of the head balancing over the back of the spine. Let's take 3 breaths here. Really fill your lungs and then empty them. On the last breath, really concentrate on pushing the air up and out with the diaphragm. Engaging the core. Open the eyes, come down to the mat. To start our Pilates warm up, we are going to start flat on the back, feet on the mat, knees bent, palms down, tuck the shoulder blades under to open the chest. We're going to start with a level 1 knee fold, head and shoulders stay down on the mat. Inhale and then exhale to bring that knee up. Big hug for the knee. Try to feel the work being initiated from your lower abs. So press the belly button down to lift that leg up. And now you can start to bring head and shoulders up off the mat. As you hug each knee in turn. Keeping the breathing. Inhale on the way down. Exhale to lift. And now if you like, you can come to the full expression, keeping head and shoulders lifted, extending one leg to hover over the mat. Switch and switch. Switch and switch. Nice. Hug the knee tight. Extend the opposite leg. Reach. Reach. Four. 3. Switch. 2. Switch. Last one. Switch. And hug the knees. Rock side to side. Coming into a single leg circle. Back to flat on the mat. Tuck the shoulder blades under. You can take your thumbs and put them underneath your glutes if you'd like, or you can have them art in a T. We're going to start with one leg in the air, little circle. Extended leg, the toe is pointed to engage that leg, keeping it locked down on the floor. Trying to keep your hips square to the ceiling for 3, 2, 1. Switch direction, other little circles the other side or the other direction. Circle, 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 circle. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch directions again. Big circle, open all the way up to the side. Circle up and over. Both glutes stay down on the mat throughout the whole movement, keeping the hips square to the ceiling. Toes pointed. Extended leg on the floor is still engaged. 4, 3, belly button pushing down to the spine. 2, 1, switch directions, big circle out and over, out and over, keeping the glutes on the mat. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a second to stretch that leg. Grab onto your ankle or foot. Roll over onto the side. Bend the knee. Bring the heel up toward the glute. You can keep your knees parallel, or you can bring that knee back a little bit behind the knee of your left leg that's on the ground. Just getting a nice stretch of the hip flexor and along the front of the leg. All right, back on the back. Arms by your side or out in the T. Other leg up in the air. Press that belly button down, maintaining the natural arch of your spine here. Both toes pointed. Circle, 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 circle. Little circle. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other direction. Little circles. Keeping the hips square. 4, 3, 2, 1. Change directions again. Big circle. Keeping both glutes on the mat, hips square to the ceiling. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch directions. Extended leg engaged, toe pointed. Belly button push down to keep the spine nice and aligned. 4, 3, 2, 1. And stretch that leg, roll over onto the side. Grab the foot or the ankle. You can have your knees parallel or bring that top knee a little bit behind the bottom knee. All right, coming to seated position. Feet are flexed this time, hip distance apart. Just that natural distance that they come into. Pressing the tailbone down into the mat, lifting the top of the head up. We're going to come into our saw. Keeping that nice spinal alignment, not coming into a curved spine. Nice spinal alignment. Twist and twist. Twist. Reaching the fingers to the inside of the opposite foot. Focusing on that spinal alignment in the saw. Twist. Exhale on that twist. Wringing all of the air out. Twist. 4. Other side. 3. Switch. 2. Switch. Last 1. Hold here, hold this twist. Keep that spine straight. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Coming into a side plank on the knee. So we're going to be down on the elbow. Elbow, hip, knee in line. Knees are bent here. Lift up into that side plank. Extend the top leg. We're going to tap front, tap back. Tap and tap. Staying nice and tall with the hip, not letting it sag down toward the mat. Tap, 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 lifting tall with the shoulder as well. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Leg extended, lift up, down, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll to the other side. Lining up elbow, hip, and knee. Lift up, feel how high that hip is suspended above the floor. Extend the top leg, tap and tap, tap and tap. Nice. Hips staying high. Tap, 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 tap. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Leg extended, up, down, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming onto our belly, coming into a Sphinx pose. Lower back and some tricep work. Lock the tops of the feet down on the mat. Lift up the belly button to get the spine aligned, not the belly not sagging down into the mat. Lift up through the shoulders. We're going to start with one arm and then the other. Palms stay planted. Lift that elbow up and lift. Lift and lift. So now we will be partly askew, but try to keep those shoulders as square as you can by using the core to keep that upper body straight from hip to shoulder. Lift, lift, lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to go right, left, and try a double and down. Left, right, both arms and down. Right, left, double and down. Left, right, double and down. So keeping the belly button lifted, feeling the work happening in the lower back as well as the triceps and shoulders. Belly does not sink down toward the floor. Lift, lift, double, one more set. Right, left, double, and left, right, double hold up here, arms extended, palms flat, belly button pushing up toward the spine to get some work into that lower back. 4, 3, 2, 1, and push back into a child's pose. Big toes together, knees apart, arms extended. Stretch here, push the glutes over the heels. You can rock side to side. If that nice. Coming back to our back for some bicycles. Legs up in the air, knees bent, hands lightly touching the back of the head or the ears, or they could be crossed over the chest. Lift up head and shoulders. Twist, reach the elbow to the other leg. Twist, twist, twist. Nice. Just a classic bicycle at a nice comfortable pace. Little pause in the middle. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Double time, no pause. Switch, 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 switch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms extended behind you, legs reaching in front of you. Maximum distance in between them. Try to let the tops or the backs of your hands fall to the ground if you can. Nice stretch for the shoulders. Point the toes. You can alternate walking one foot out and then the other. And we're going to roll all the way over onto hands and knees. Coming into a plank to down dog. So we're going to, we'll start in down dog. Knees hip distance apart, right under your hips, hands under shoulders. Tuck the toes under. Push back into your down dog. Roll through the shoulders, drop the head down. Heels floating toward the mat. Glute lifting up and behind you for a nice aligned spine. Reach forward into the plank. Bring the top of the head way over the hands. Back. Forward into the plank. Push back. Reach forward. Push back. Reach forward, letting the glutes come all the way down into your plank before your belly button pushes your hips back up into the sky. Top of the head reaching forward to get the nice alignment there. 4, 3, 2. We're going to hold this plank. Hold it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit back on your knees. Roll your wrists. Excellent. Coming into a bird dog. So back to hands and knees. Extend one arm, extend the other leg, starting with a tick-tock diagonal. So tick, tock, tick, tock. Arm and leg stay in a line and move together, side to side, trying to keep both parallel to the floor. Hips stay square to the mat. You should have big core engagement as the leg moves to the side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here for 8, 7, 6, 5. We're going to come into a stretch. 3, 2, 1. Reach the hand behind, grab hold of that foot. Try to lift the knee up, square the shoulders, square the hips, head reaching forward, not dropping down towards your chin. Knee lifted as high as you can for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching sides. Extend the other arm and leg, starting with that tick-tock. Really engaging the core to keep your torso perfectly steady, shoulders square. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here for 8, 7, 6. Towel through the shoulder. 4, 3, 2, 1. Catch your foot. Lift up tall. Square the shoulders, square the hip. Lift the knee up as high as you can for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back onto our back. Let's finish our Pilates series with our 100s. Legs can be at 90 or straight up in the air. Feet, legs square in the hip sockets or in your turnout. You can also extend the legs. Big inhale. Exhale, press the belly button down, roll up off the mat. Inhale. Exhale. 10. 20. 30. 40. 50. 60. 70. 80. 90. 100. Hug the knees. Bring them into your chest. Roll your tailbone out toward the mat. Rock side to side to massage the lower back. Get ready to transition into our yoga series. Cross your feet, roll all the way over onto hands and knees. Get yourself aligned, then tuck the toes. Push back into down dog. Roll through the shoulders to drop the head down. Let the heels float down toward the mat, glutes lifting up and behind you diagonally. Starting to slow your breath to your ujjayi breathing. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Slowly roll up, head last. Roll the shoulders back, palms to the front of the room. Lift up the top of the head. 2 more breaths here. Come to the top of the mat, getting ready for our vinyasa. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, palms to heart center. Again, this time we're going to hold that forward fold. Fold. You can grab a yoga toe hold or rest your hands on your legs or tuck your palms underneath your feet for gorilla pose. Inhale. On the exhale, let your head drop down toward the floor. Try not to hold any tension in your neck. You can shake your head yes and no to try to loosen it up. Knees are working to be straight. One more breath. And on your next inhale, flat back. Exhale back to that fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, palms to heart center. This time we're going to come into our warrior series. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step or jump your feet to your plank. Hug the elbows to the rib cage, chaturanga, toes or knees. Up dog. Down dog. Exhale. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Bring your left foot down to the mat. Warrior 1 for 3. Squaring your hips. Palms back. Step back to the plank. Push back to down dog. Lift that right leg again. Exhale it to warrior 1. Come to warrior 2 for 3. Really press the outside edge of that left foot down. Right knee is strong. Cartwheel, arms back down. Step back to plank. Push up to down dog. Inhale that right leg. Step forward, warrior one. Open warrior two. Flip the front palm. Peaceful warrior for three. Cartwheel hands back to mat. Step back to plank. Push back to down dog. Right leg back up. Step it forward. Warrior one. Warrior two. Peaceful warrior. Extended side angle for three. Palms to mat. Step back to plank. This time come through your chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. 3 breaths. Inhale the left leg this time. Step it forward to warrior one. Right foot turns down to the mat. 3 breaths. Palms to the mat. Step back to plank. Push back to down dog. Left foot up. Step it forward. Warrior one to warrior two for 3. Work on rotating the shoulders. Palms to the mat. Plank. Down dog. Left foot up. Warrior one. Warrior two. Peaceful warrior for 3. Cartwheel hands to the mat. Step back to plank. Push back to down dog. Left leg up. Warrior one. Warrior two. Peaceful warrior. Extended side angle for 3. Palms to the mat. Step back to plank, this time chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. 3 breaths here. Look up between your hands, step or jump feet. Up to hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Slowly roll up 1 vertebra at a time. Roll shoulders back, palms to the front. Step your feet together for Utkatasana. Toes together, heels can be a little apart. Whatever works for you. My toes do not stay together in Utkatasana. Inhale, lift the top of the head up, open the chest a little. Exhale, sit back into your chair, trying to keep a nice straight line of the spine. You can have your hands shoulder distance apart or bring them together if you have nice shoulder mobility, whatever's comfortable for you. Holding here for 3 breaths. And rise it up. Inhale. Exhale, sit it down. This time bring palms to heart center and twist to the right. Keeping those palms at heart center. Hooking the left elbow outside the right knee. On twist, stand it up. Inhale, prepare. Sit down, palms to heart center, twist left. Keeping the knees parallel. Back to center, stand it up. One more Utkatasana in the center, no twist. Inhale, exhale, sit back. 3 breaths. And stand it up. Nice, getting ready for a balance. We're gonna do eagle today. Let's rock side to side, all the weight landing in your right foot. You can start with elbows and hands together, or you can start with the left elbow over the right hand elbow and twist the hands together. Lift up all those right toes, set them down one at a time. Wrap the left leg around. Inhale, and on your exhale, sit back into your eagle pose. You can keep elbows lifted or you can tuck them down to your knee. One more breath. And fly. Other side, left elbow on top. Right elbow on top, left elbow under. Rocking over onto your left foot. Left toes open up. And then settle back down to the mat. Wrap the right leg around. And sit back into your pose. One more breath. And fly. Palms to heart center. Coming to the top of the mat, we're going to come down through our vinyasa. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, palms to the mat. Step or jump into your plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Bring the feet all the way through the hands. We're going to come into our bridge and wheel. Flat on the mat. Walk the heels toward the glutes. Feet hip distance apart. Tuck your shoulder blades under. Inhale, and on the exhale, roll your tailbone up into the air. Clasp your hands underneath you. Tuck your shoulders. Use that distance to lift the hips higher into the air. 5 breaths here. Recommit to your height. Unclasp the hands. Roll that down. Articulate through every vertebra in the spine. Rock the knees a little side to side. Second set, you can Start with both legs and then lift one when you're in the air. You could try to lift your right leg into the air. Inhale, exhale, roll that tailbone up, clasp the hands, 3 breaths. And roll back down. Right foot down, left foot up, or can wait until you're in the air. Inhale, exhale, roll up, clasp the hands, 3 breaths. Slowly roll it down. Last move in the series, you can choose a bridge variation, or you could choose the wheel. Wheel, palms on the mat, fingers pointing down toward your toes. Inhale, exhale, roll up. This time lifting up off the mat. And slowly lower your head, roll it down, hug the knees, rock side to side. Cross the legs, roll all the way through. We're gonna do resting half pigeon to stretch our hips. Start on hands and knees, push back into down dog. Lift that right leg in the air. Bring the knee between the hands. Walk the foot toward the front of the mat. Back foot lifted up back. Lift up tall. Feel the length of that spine and torso. Exhale, drape your body over. You can very minutely rock and adjust your hips until you find your balance and your maximum stretch. Try to feel those muscle fibers letting go. Two more breaths. Hands under shoulders, tuck the left toes under, push back into a 3-legged dog. Feel the height you can reach with that right foot. Set it down, lift the left leg in the air, observe your height here, and then come into your resting half pigeon. Walk the back leg back, walk your front foot a little forward. Lift up tall, extend and drape yourself over. You can use your arms as a pillow or rest your palms on the mat. Two more breaths. Hands under shoulders, tuck the back toes. Lift that left leg up. Is it up a little higher? It certainly is. Come back to down dog. One last stretch here. Let the calves stretch. And when you're ready, come all the way back through onto your back for Savasana. Palms up to the sky. Walk your shoulders down, tuck your shoulder blades. Walk your feet down. Maximum distance between the top of the head and the toes. Roll over onto one side using your arm as a pillow. Tuck your knees, tuck your toes. Keeping eyes closed. If you're comfortable with that, push up to a seated position. Palms down, resting on the thighs. Push your tailbone down. Lift the top of your head to the sky. Feel the shoulders falling down away from the ears. Inhale, palms to heart center. Exhale. Inhale, palms to the center of your forehead. And if you'd like, you can join me in a bow. Namaste. Thanks for making it to class today.